One is that people are asking, what is the point of protesting? There have been 10 protests now in London. And I think it's worth remembering that one of the key points is to show solidarity in the numbers that we are, both here and across the world, is really important for the people of Gaza. To know that the rest of the world isn't standing by looking on like the ruling people of their countries are. The people are on the side of the Palestinian people. It's also important to make sure that we aren't just giving up and thinking we can't do anything. We have to keep on, we have to look at new methods of trying to win people over, to explain our cause, to raise awareness and so on. We also need to make sure that we can actually try to put pressure on our political leaders, both those in government and those in the opposition. We know that that's a slow process. People are saying the right things, or some of them are, but doing very little about it. But we must keep on looking at all the avenues that we can take to effect change. And finally, we do need to make sure that we're keeping people on our side. Now, we know that 71% of the population support a ceasefire. Now, we need to make sure we increase that, actually, and not reduce it. Our protests are supposed to be and meant to be peaceful, non-threatening and non-violent. We're all very angry, disturbed and distressed from the images that we see in Gaza. But we must make sure that that leads to constructive action. As it always does, by the way. There's always bound to be some occasions where we can get carried away and actually regret what we might do. So I just want to add that as a bit of a caveat for today, but just to say welcome to everybody here. I'm just going to call on Caleb to say a few words on behalf of the Palestine Solidarity Committee here in Derby. Thank you, Caleb.
Hi everyone, I'm Caleb. I'm the youth organiser and BDS lead of PSC Derby. I'm also a member of the Young Communist League, and I wanted first of all to note how great it is to see everyone here today, to see that you have continued this effort for Palestine, to continue our solidarity today, no matter the weather, no matter what's going on, we're here with Palestine. So no matter what walks of life we've come from, we're all here today because we're all steadfast for our support for Palestine and for their rights to exist and to have comfortable lives, which is just a basic need. And it should be noted as well that within Gaza, that has been decimated by this genocide, that nearly half of them are children. So this makes it a massacre that is directed almost inescapable for the children in Gaza, which we've seen with over 14,000 children murdered by this regime. And by now we've seen this brutality that is again inescapable. It's everywhere you look, and no one can say that they are not aware of what is happening to the Palestinians today. That it is unjust and that it is brutal, and it needs to stop. And us as citizens will